Hey friends, it's Cherise and welcome back to another video. Today I'm excited to be reviewing Maisie Lane Co. Dotted Journal. This was kindly gifted to me by Taylor, the brand's owner, so keep on watching if you're interested in hearing my honest opinion about this notebook. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Starting off with an overview, this is an A5 size dot grid journal that retails for $24 US. It has a soft vegan faux leather cover with 192 unnumbered 160 GSM pages, dual satin bookmarks, a back pocket, and an elastic closure. This journal comes in 9 beautiful colors. I got the Misty Mountain in beige. Other colors are Space Purple, Navigator Red, Seafarer Blue, Rose Noir, Sunflower Yellow, Forager Green, Poppy Pink, and Garden Sienna. The last 3 colors I mentioned are currently out of stock, but you can get yourself notified whenever it gets available by signing up to their website at maisielane.co. It also comes with a nice transparent 6-inch ruler with their logo in every journal. Here's a closer look of the journal in a sleeve. Now let's go with the details. This is what it looks like without the sleeve. The unique thing about Maisie Lane Co. journals is the personalization. You can get your front cover personalized with your name or your favorite word or phrase. You can choose between 5 different fonts. There is dainty, dreamy, cursive, adventure, and serif, and 3 font colors: matte gold, white, and silver. Keep in mind that the personalization is an additional of $5 US. My personalization for this journal is my name in white cursive font, and I love how my name pops out and the font itself is really elegant. The cover is made with vegan faux leather, but you may have concerns with bright or light colors as they can get dirty. The soft texture can get dents and scratches. My current bullet journal notebook is with the same type of cover. It's a marble patterned faux leather, and right now it has scratches, dents, and dirt. Looking at the spine, you can find a dainty gold foil doodle. Each journal has its own unique doodle. For this particular journal, there are 2 mountains and a cloud. This would really stand out among my other journals when placed on the shelf. On the first page, this journal is loved by is written and the space to write your name. I like that instead of this notebook belongs to, loved by is used, which sounds that you don't just own it, but you also love it. Flipping the notebook, there are 2 satin bookmarks that is the same color as the cover of the journal. At the back, there is a pocket and an elastic closure. Let's take a look at the paper itself. The dots are dark gray and the paper is bright white. Here's a comparison of my current journal with an ivory white paper. The dot grid is 5 by 5 millimeters. The paper is semi-coated and feels smooth. The dimensions of each page are 26 spaces horizontally and 38 spaces vertically. The journal also lays flat, but some pages need a little bit of pressing. Few pages are slightly glued together. I think it always happens with a journal composed with leaves grouped together. so the end sheets are slightly glued to prevent gaps in between. Next is the pen and paint test. On the right side of the page, I want to start with the pen test. I gathered all the pens and markers that I have on hand to test out. Starting with my fine liners, I have the Sakura Micron pens with .003 and .04 nib, which I usually use every day. Another fine liner I use is the Stabilo .88. All of them were smooth to write with the semi-coated paper. Moving on to test my liquid ink pens, the Uniball Eye Liquid Ink and Pilot V7 High-Tech Point. I noticed a bit of feathering for both of these pens. Now I'm testing my water-based brush pens and markers. My Tombow Fudenosuke hard-tip brush pen performed really well. For the Tombow double-tip brush pen and Crayola Super Tips, I tested these in 1 to 3 layers. I also did the same thing to my Stabilo Swing Coat highlighter. I use brush pens for coloring my illustrations on my bullet journal, and most of the time I do more layers, so I want to see if this performs well on this journal. I also tested some of my gold pens and markers. My Dong-A gold gel pens are my favorite gold gel pens so far. I seldom use metallic markers on my bullet journal, but I want to see if they also perform well on this notebook. The Artline Gold Marker and Sharpie Permanent in Bronze are alcohol-based. Alcohol-based pens are expected to bleed. My Sharpie Permanent Marker, however, is quite old now, so I only expect ghosting instead of bleeding. I also tested the Touch 10 Sketch Dual Tip Marker, which is similar to Copic sketch markers. Again, an alcohol-based. I will show you the results in a bit after doing the paint test. I'm testing both watercolor and gouache. I'm doing 3 tests for watercolor. First is with minimum amount of water. Then I blended 2 colors with a fair amount of water. And lastly, a gradient from opaque to almost transparent by using more water as I go through. For gouache, I'm doing 2 tests. First is paint that is right out of the tube, then a gradient as well with a lot of water towards the end. Now let's see if they are ghosting or bleeding. As expected, the Touch 10 sketch marker bled through as it is alcohol-based. Sharpie could have bled as well, but since the pen I use is quite old, only ghosting is visible. The Artline Gold Marker is also alcohol-based, but only ghosted and didn't bleed. But if I added more layer, it probably would. There is a bit of bleeding on the 3rd layer of the Tombow Dual Tip Brush Pen, Crayola Super Tips, and Stabilo Highlighter. There are no ghosting or bleeding from the rest of the pens I used. As for the paint test, there were buckling on the area where I used lots of water. The page next to it also buckled a little bit. There's a touch of bleeding from the watercolor test where more water was used. On the areas with opaque and less water, there were shadows. There was no buckling on the watercolor test with minimal use of water. Overall, these journals are great quality and well thought out. I'm impressed considering that they are very new in the market. What I like the most about them, first of all, is the personalization. Having your name or favorite phrase or inspirational words written on the very face of your journal is really a nice touch. The gold doodle icon on the spine makes this journal stand out among others. Also, I personally feel that each icon on every journal has a story to tell. The mountain doodles remind me to keep climbing to reach the mountaintop. Lastly, it has 192 pages. You'll be able to write more, draw more, and play around your bullet journaling supplies. It has more pages than other 160 GSM notebooks that I know of, such as Archer and Olive and Notebook Therapy. What I like the least, these journals could get dents and scratches like this area here. And if you are into a bigger size like B5 size journals, they don't come with it yet. But since Maisie Lane Co are still in the startup phase, they might consider producing more dimensions, designs, and improvements in the future. If you are like me who loves personalization on a journal with quality paper, I highly recommend these journals. If you prefer A5 size without worrying about ghosting or running out of pages, then this journal is perfect for you. And in partnership with Maisie Lane Co, if you consider purchasing your next journal from them, you are free to use my discount code tottocharizze15 to get 15% off. Make sure to check out the description box for the link. And just a disclaimer, the links are affiliate, which means I earn a small commission from every purchase. Thank you so much for watching this review. I hope you find it informative and help you decide on which journal to try next. I would love to hear your thoughts about this journal. Let me know in the comments below if you have tried it or if you have been planning on trying it, or any journal review suggestions that I consider doing very soon. That is all for this video. Have a great day and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!